Welcome to Crystal Beach.
Welcome to Crystal Beach.
Welcome to Crystal Beach.
Welcome to Crystal Beach. My name is Kelsi Meliah-Zona, a Girl Scout from Troop 1030, Wai Lani Community Girl Scouts of West Central Florida. I hope you enjoy my DVD tour of Crystal Beach, Florida, as it goes through the history, which also correlates with the 100th anniversary of Crystal Beach and the Girl Scouts. This is where your tour will begin. At the corner of Gulf Drive and Avery Avenue, you will see the beginning of Live Oak Park. Once a thriving shuffleboard playing area, this beautiful plot of land is now used for community events such as holiday celebrations, chili cook-offs, and many others. Also, in this park, it was once the home of numerous orphans at the Faith Mission Orphanage, previously known as the Blue Heron Hotel. Traveling into Live Oak Park, you will see a rock structure with a plaque depicting the history of this orphanage. As you continue walking south through Live Oak Park, you will see Gulf Shore Park to your right. As the Founding Fathers laid out streets for development, they chose to leave a park along the water. This park is for all the people all the time. It is the front yard of Crystal Beach. To the left of Gulf Shore Park, you will see the old Crystal Beach Fountain. This rock landmark is a reminder of our nation's past as it went to ruin as a result of the Great Depression. Next, as you cross Crystal Beach Avenue and continue south on Gulf Drive, you will see a rock mound with a flagpole where packet boats would bring mail and groceries. Also, in the early 1900s, there was a 250-foot pier at this location called the Roxana Pier. This pier was equipped with restrooms and an eating facility, but after being damaged in a severe storm in the 1920s, it went to ruin and was never repaired. To the left of the Crystal Beach flagpole is the Crystal Beach Community Church. In 1958, Reverend C.W.A. Bredemere and Margaret, daughter of Fred and Cora Markert, built the church as an assembly hall, and in 1960 it was deeded to the congregation. This church is the only waterfront church in Pinellas County. Further ahead on the right, you will see the Coast Guard tree. This tree was important during World War II, when Crystal Beach was under strict blackout. Local World War I retirees would use it as a crow's nest to watch for Morse code among ships and to look out for German U-boats torpedoing the American ships. If you look closely, you will see slats of wood high up on the tree that these brave men used as a ladder. On the corner of Pennsylvania Avenue and North Gulf Drive, you will see 612 Pennsylvania Avenue. This was Dr. Hanby's home and was later owned by Faith Mission as the Parsonage. Continue walking down this road until you reach the Shell Path. The Shell Path was originally the extension of Gulf Drive extending to Georgia Avenue. However, during the Great Depression, the lots along the runway did not sell, and the right-of-way was marked with a path of crushed shell. As the Great Depression ended and the lots were sold, the path that was created was still owned by the Community Association, not by the lot owners. Today, this path is for the residents and guests of Crystal Beach. Walk along this path south until you reach the next set of yellow triangular signs. At this point, take a left on Kentucky Avenue. Walk down Kentucky Avenue until you reach the first intersection, that is Mayo Street. Mayo Street was the first street in Crystal Beach and was named after one of the first landowners, Mr. Washington T. Mayo. Please look both ways, then cross the street and head north. At the corner of Indiana Avenue and Mayo Street is 403 Mayo Street. This house was built in 1928 for the owner's sweetheart and is historical because of its architecture, known as Normandy Cottage. Continue along Mayo Street until you see a white concrete street marker. These markers represent the first street markers used when Dr. J.D. Hanby and Mr. Powers laid the first streets in 1912. Mickey Flinner, a local resident, spends time repainting and caring for these markers. Continue for 1 block on Mayo Street and take a right heading east along Crystal Beach Avenue. This road is the main road in Crystal Beach. Step back from the avenue on the south side of the street, you will see our Crystal Beach Community Hall at 517 Crystal Beach Avenue. The Community Association was formed on December 6, 1941, when Walter Snipp felt the need for community organization. The first meetings were held in the park or people's homes until the hall was built in 1948. On the north side of the street is the Crystal Beach Youth Center, which includes a large amount of land behind the building. This building was once the Crystal Inn and served as a local boarding house in the Gulf Vista Retreat. Then in 1928, it served as a home for the orphan boys by the Faith Mission Corporation. In 1997, the building would go on to become the Crystal Beach Youth Center, to be a place for kids to hang out, play basketball, have sleepovers, and much more. Continue east along Crystal Beach Avenue until you reach the Pinellas Trail. The Pinellas Trail is 47 miles long and was built in December 1, 1990. The trail follows the former path of the Atlantic Coast Railroad line that ran through Crystal Beach as a narrow gauge until it was widened later. The train brought people and goods to this area in the early 1900s. Cross the trail over Crystal Beach Avenue, then begin walking back west up Crystal Beach Avenue. Stop at the Crystal Beach Post Office. The post office is located in front of where the old railroad station once stood. Before this location, the post office was located in the homes of the postmistresses. Today, the post office is the center of life in Crystal Beach. Every resident has a post office box since there is no home delivery, and it helps keep the old Florida feel as everyone must stop during their day. The home located on the west side of the post office is where the old Dixon store once stood. The Dixon store was the only commercial store in Crystal Beach. It was the general store, post office, and Sinclair service station. Now this building is the home of our 3 residents, Mike and Julie Wells, and their son Jordan. Take a right, leading north on Henry Lane. This road was named after Wesley S. Henry, who played an important role in the building of the current pier in Crystal Beach. After walking down this lane, take a left heading west on Avery Avenue. This avenue, once referenced in the DVD, was named after one of the early founding fathers of Crystal Beach, and it was one of the first streets to be established. Traveling up this avenue, you will see some old historic homes. On the right side of the street is 506, 512, and 514 Avery Avenue, which are all historic for their architecture. After you look at these homes, continue walking up Avery Avenue, and soon you'll begin to see our community pier. Today, our community pier serves as a local landmark, a fishing hotspot for the local fishermen club, a meeting place, and a serene getaway to enjoy St. Joseph's Sound. This concludes the historic walking tour of Crystal Beach. I hope you enjoyed, and please visit us soon.